Violence doesn't announce itself with weapons. It happens when fear removes rules, and ordinary objects inherit intent. Today, you'll understand how everyday items cross a line most people never see until it's too late. Most people believe danger only exists when a weapon appears. That belief creates hesitation, and hesitation is what gets people hurt. In real-world violence, survival is decided in close distance, high stress, and chaotic movement. When escape fails and adrenaline floods the system, the environment itself becomes weaponized. These 7 objects are not dangerous by design, but when biology, fear, and intent collide, they become brutally effective. Understanding this is not about fighting. It's about awareness, avoidance, and respecting how thin the line between normal life and survival truly is. Number 7. Keys. Everything begins with the smallest object people underestimate. Keys are rigid, compact, and instinctively clenched during stress, which is critical because under adrenaline, grip strength spikes while pain perception drops. This allows thin metal edges to transmit force far beyond what their size suggests, turning pressure into penetration without needing speed or skill. Psychologically, keys bypass hesitation because they feel familiar and harmless, not like a weapon. That matters because objects that don't feel violent are used faster and without moral resistance. Keys represent the earliest stage of environmental weaponization, where panic condenses into pressure and proximity becomes decisive. This is the moment survival shifts from fear to contact. Small object, close range, irreversible intent. Number 6. The pen. From keys, escalation moves to structure. A pen mirrors the oldest tools humans ever used. Simple, rigid, narrow, and designed to focus force into a single point. Under extreme stress, the brain abandons complex motor skills and defaults to straight-line movement, which is why linear, thrust-based motions emerge naturally without conscious training. The pen's real danger is psychological. It doesn't trigger the internal weapon alarm, yet it concentrates energy into a tiny surface area capable of disproportionate damage. This mismatch between perception and outcome is precisely what makes it effective in moments of chaos. Familiarity lowers hesitation, and lowered hesitation increases commitment. The hand doesn't question the object, it acts. This is why pens are restricted in secure environments worldwide, despite appearing harmless. Danger that hides inside everyday objects bypasses moral brakes, cognitive filters, and fear thresholds. And danger that bypasses the mind reaches the body faster than thought ever can. Number 5. The phone. As stress intensifies, mass begins to matter more than sharpness. Modern phones are dense blocks of glass, metal, and battery compressed into the palm, far heavier than they feel during normal use. Under adrenaline, the hand stiffens and locks, turning the phone into a reinforced extension of the forearm. Pain delay allows repeated impact before the brain even registers damage, increasing cumulative effect. What makes phones especially dangerous is psychological neutrality. They are tools of communication, not symbols of violence. That neutrality removes hesitation, allowing force to escalate subconsciously until consequences arrive too late. Number 4. The belt. At this stage, violence shifts from damage to domination. Flexible objects like belts don't rely on impact. They attack posture, balance, airflow, and structure. The nervous system depends on stability to function, and when balance or breathing is compromised, panic accelerates faster than pain ever could. Control weapons exploit biology, not strength, creating helplessness even in physically superior opponents. Fear spikes when the body realizes it cannot move freely. Once the brain registers entrapment, adrenaline surges and judgment narrows. The victim's muscles tighten involuntarily, decision-making slows, and perception of time distorts. Every struggle against restriction amplifies chaos, feeding panic faster than any strike could. This is why restraint-based tools are so dangerous in close quarters. Once control is lost, survival odds collapse instantly. Understanding this is not about aggression. It's about awareness of how subtle control can dominate a situation before a single blow lands. Awareness of leverage, angles, and body mechanics becomes critical. What seems like a simple strap or belt can turn into a decisive force multiplier in seconds. Number 3, the flashlight. Now the fight moves from the body to the brain. The flashlight doesn't injure tissue, it overwhelms perception. Sudden high-intensity light floods the visual cortex, causing disorientation, delayed reaction time, and momentary blindness. Under stress, the brain is already overloaded. Sensory shock pushes it past capacity. What makes this object especially dangerous is invisibility. It never appears threatening. The attacker's confidence skyrockets while the victim's perception collapses. Confusion creates openings, and openings decide outcomes. In real violence, disrupting perception often matters more than causing pain, because the brain controls everything that follows. Even the smallest window of disorientation can turn the tide completely in survival scenarios. Number 2, the jacket or bag. As chaos escalates, soft objects become lethal through restriction. Jackets, bags, straps, or loose fabric interfere with vision, limb movement, and spatial awareness. 3 systems the brain desperately needs under stress. Entanglement triggers panic faster than injury because it signals loss of control rather than damage. The nervous system responds with frantic energy, rapid oxygen burn, and cognitive collapse. The victim's muscles tighten, movements falter, and reaction time slows dramatically. This leads to exhaustion, poor decisions, and shutdown. That's why obstruction and restraint dominate real-world violence. Control breaks people faster than force ever could. In close quarters, even a lightweight bag or jacket can become a force multiplier when chaos strikes and instinct dominates reason. Number 1, the ground. Every escalation leads here. The most lethal object in any environment is the ground. Concrete, stairs, curbs, walls, and hard surfaces end more confrontations than fists, blades, or tools ever do. Gravity does not negotiate, hesitate, or miscalculate. It only accelerates outcomes. Once balance is lost, physics takes control and events move faster than the mind can process. Impact transfers force through bone, spine, and skull. Remember, everyday objects can become deadly in the right hands. Awareness, improvisation, and quick thinking can turn your environment into your greatest ally. Stay alert, stay prepared, and respect the power around you.